Hey guys, this is Tyler Zombro with Tread Athletics, and today we're going to go over our list of top 3 sliders in baseball. So number 1 on the list is Dylan Cease, obviously having a phenomenal year, throwing a ton of off speed, no coincidence there. He's throwing his slider 42% of the time with an outrageous 47% whiff rate. So to think about how much he's throwing that pitch nearly 50% of the time and getting 50% whiffs is putting him in a position for a ton of success. The numbers behind his slider, he's averaging 87.2 miles per hour. Also a reflection piece here. If you haven't watched our inflection video on sliders, you go back and look. 85 miles an hour is that threshold that we spoke a ton about. So whether that's gyro, sweeper, whatever it might be, looking at 85 plus miles an hour is really important for slider success. So Dylan Cease is averaging 87.2. His spin efficiency is 27%, and that's on an 830 axis. So again, if you have a Rapsodo around trying to dial in off speed, this gives you a great perception of what metrics am I looking for, who can I get close to, and I really encourage you to do that so you can start to develop some comps for yourself. Again, every big leaguer has a slightly different profile, so you can really begin to pick and choose who you're trying to emulate and how you can have some success. Next on the list is Edwin Diaz. Edwin Diaz is throwing his slider 58% of the time, and he has a great 54% whiff rate on that pitch. Something that we talk about a ton is a velocity and movement trade-off. You see this with Edwin Diaz's teammate DeGrom, where the slider doesn't have a ton of movement, but the velocity is so plus, and while they have a quote-unquote cutter shape, if we were to pitch tag, you're gonna see they're still having so much success with it. So Edwin Diaz is averaging 91 miles an hour on his slider. His spin based is 1215, and it's 23% efficient. So he's, staying above the zero line pretty much all the time with his slider. Doesn't have great depth, we would say. However, it's being thrown so hard that it's creating so many whiffs with enough movement to get the job done. The last guy, if you look on Baseball Savant, they don't even try to track it just because of how unique he is, but Shohei Ohtani. So Shohei, quote unquote, sliders have been thrown 36% of the time and whiffs are over 40%. But for Shohei, he's so unique because he's able to distinguish between a gyro to a sweeper. And that's something that I think is really powerful, is to manipulate slider shape, make it a little bigger if you need, make maybe more sweep, more depth, maybe tighten it up when you need. Again, this is all on that velocity to movement kind of continuum there to figure out where you can best succeed. So the top 3 sliders, you're seeing some different shapes. Shohei, of course, go check out his ones that he's added in this year with huge sweep. Dylan Cease, a bit more conventional, and then Edwin Diaz, who kind of has more of that cutter profile. Again, very different, but these 3 pitches are having the best results in baseball right now, showing different ways that you can get the job done. So that's our list of top 3 sliders. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.